just getting live now here. Hope the streaming works and we're getting live on LinkedIn. But let's just get started. So, hi everybody. This is Carsten Voges, and you're watching or listening to the Lean 42 LinkedIn Live. We at Lean 42, we are CIO advisors in Europe and North America, and we are hosting the Lean Leader Summit, our annual big conference with over 100 CIOs, digital leaders, in just a month. So it's July 3rd, 4th in Munich. And today I'm very excited to have Eva Garske with me. She's a senior enterprise architect at CNA, and she will tell us a little bit more about herself. So welcome, Eva. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thank you, Carsten. Happy to be here. So I'm Eva, working as a senior enterprise architect at C&A. I've been with the company for 11 years, 10 years in various tech architecture roles, driving architecture initiatives in different areas along our supply chain, and having joined the enterprise architecture team in 2020, and also in this role, supporting our business with tech architecture solutions, mainly in the area of online and omni-channel capabilities, and also other initiatives. And currently working on our global C&A target architecture, which of course is impacted by various initiatives, and lots of things we today have is in the context of transformation, that's the thing I'm really excited about, and also what it's going to be about my talk at the conference.
Excellent. So if you're listening or watching this live on LinkedIn, feel free to ask question or comment. We will answer it. Also, Eva and I will monitor the comments here afterwards. So I'm sure if there's something else we can contribute afterwards, we'll do that as well. And you already mentioned, Eva, kind of like your upcoming talk, which is at the Lean Leader Summit, July 3rd and 4th in Munich. And we're very happy to have you there and welcome you there. Your talk is kind of like beyond change. It's about leading multiple transformation strategies for agile and future-ready digital organizations. How did you come up with that topic, or how did what are people potentially also will expect in your talk?
Well, I came up with the idea because basically that's the situation we are currently in whole C&A, and especially in the tech part of C&A, that there are many changes and transformations ongoing, and one of the challenges we always have is how to get these all connected, and how to approach these, and I'm collaborating with a lot of tech leaders regarding these, and my idea generally was, when I have been working and supporting multiple of the transformations, is how to get things connected and how to tackle the challenges, as they are very similar, and most of them come up in not only one transformation initiative, but in many. And what's to expect is to have a general look at the challenges, but also on some things we have been doing at C&A to mitigate, to overcome them, because we have found some best practices that work for us, and that's mainly the things that I want to share, how to tackle these.
Excellent. If we look at the multi-transformation strategies, I always kind of like to keep things kind of like simple, and of course the question is, do you need kind of like one transformation or multiple, and like how much complexity do you add with kind of like many activities going on? How do you see that in your organization? Is it something where the multiple transformations are coming, helping each other because they're kind of like well aligned, or is it something where you see a lot of like struggle with different aspects and different teams coming together?
Mm. Yeah, that's an interesting question about complexity and simplicity. As at C&A, we have the value of keeping things simple. That's one of our core values as a company. And of course, in our day-to-day work, we try to keep it in the back of our mind that this is a core value we want to live at within our work. But of course, looking at the different transformation initiatives and different needs in different areas for transformation, of course, this is adding complexity. And I think the trick how to tackle these is, looking at it from a perspective of how can we collaborate, how can we find synergies in different aspects, and not find the differences and work against each other. Of course, alignment is one of the things that is really needed to really be on the same page, working towards the same goal. And the strategic alignment is something that has to be done. And then if we achieve this and we say, well, this is the same goal we're working towards to, of course it gets simpler, and that's an opportunity. But having these, of course, you can't deny it's adding complexity.
Interesting. Yeah, but and I think I love kind of like the alignment and working towards one goal. And I'm sure you're probably also using some of like the business architecture aspects of like the defining your strategy, your capabilities, which really help with some of the alignment there as well to um, get people on the same page and the same boat. How much do you feel um, or have experience in your work there that this is something that needs to happen up front, or is it more something that's like continuously ongoing?
I think as especially you mentioned the business capabilities, we're actually working with business capability maps, and this is something. Of course, you can't start with a blank page. You have to put something there and to work from that, but it needs continuous improvement as things are changing and transforming. There's a need to keep these things up to date, of course. And I really made good experience with using business capabilities, business capability mapping on a quite high level to get alignment on this high level, to get a common understanding. Especially when looking at common objectives, looking at common goals, but also for scoping, which drives better understanding. And actually, we are currently starting to work with that even more in one of the initiatives. And really, I think it's a good tool to use. Like business capabilities, also business processes, more describing more details to work towards alignment. Because when you have something visual as a map or a process visualization, when you start conversation, you actually find out really fast if you're on the same page, have the common understanding, and if you sit in the room and just talk, you go out, think everybody has the same understanding, but in my experience, quite often people walk out and have a totally different understanding. But if you have something visual and you can point on there and say, wait, I think it's different, that alignment is supported by that, and it goes much faster.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you there. I've always think like two things, and it comes back to visual presentation or pictures. One is kind of like the actual visual, like being it. I'm actually doing for another client a project where we did have like a real design drawing to kind of like say, okay, we got like a technical migration and a transformation coming in, and like both lead to a common goal. Like it was all with like little pictures and little things in there, and like everybody was like, oh, now I kind of like understand it and see the different things. But I also think that sometimes a storytelling approach and kind of like guiding people sometimes also through um, historic experiences, or telling them kind of like the story of like what's changing in the environment, and having kind of good examples. I had another CIO who always said like, okay, we played 2 years on kind of like defense, and did like a lot of like information security, and doing a lot of like technology uplift, and now we play the next 2 years on offense, and kind of like focus on uplifting some of the uh, business models, and how we support the business. So it was kind of like a way to use kind of like a sports analogy to help people get where we were and what we did before, but now also what's changing, and why we now have the capacity to change, because we do have a solid defense. So I like the storytelling aspect, which of course leads to visual in the minds of people. So I'm totally with you there on the visual aspect. The if we look at kind of like your talk again, sorry, coming back to that, um, how much is kind of like the agile? You have kind of like also agile in there, and I think everybody does some kind of like agile. How do you feel the agile is like prerequisite for some of the work you're doing? How much do you still have to work and get people on board with that, or how much is it just a prerequisite that you can like build on already?
I think we're just in the middle of the transformation, as yeah, in some areas people have been working in agile teams, in agile setups for years now, and in others it's yeah, more of a day-to-day business or project-driven approach. So very different, looking at different parts. And yeah, regarding the prerequisite, one yeah, of our missions is really to get purely customer centric, and agile is kind of a tool to get to that,
Hmm.
and that is something what I think it's a need to yeah, drive that as a whole company at C&A, and also as a tech part of C&A, to yeah, deliver the best outcome. And you can achieve that by working in a more customer centric manner. And agile is really yeah, fostering this mindset, supporting us. And it might not be the yeah, the best way to work for every solution in every area, that it's going to be 100% agile, being dogmatic about it, but it does leverage a lot of opportunity working in this way.
Hmm. Well said, and I like it. Um, so I just got like notice that we might have like a technical difficulty with the streaming to LinkedIn, but nonetheless, it will be available as a recording. So if you want to hear more from Eva, come see her talk at the Lean Leader Summit in barely a month from now in Munich. We slotted the conference in between all the Euro Cup games, so you will not miss soccer for the conference, but which is actually really hard during that time frame to find a slot which is not occupied by soccer. But anyway, was very great to have you here today, Eva. And if you um, want to give like the audience a final words, or final things that you feel is important to do as an enterprise architect.
Mm. I think what's really important is yeah, to yeah, be curious, be open, because yeah, change and transformation is part of daily work, and to embrace it, and also yeah, to really drive and lead through this change, and take others with yeah, with ourselves on the journey.
Hmm. Yeah, I very great last words. I really love the transformation, the changing is something that we need to, as enterprise architects, always are in kind of like a linchpin central function where a lot of us depend on, or a lot of organizational parts depend on the enterprise architecture
Mhm.
to drive it, to foster it, to talk about it, to communicate the change, the requirements, or the need for change, the impact of change. So it's the change story is something that we really have to kind of like carry
Mhm.
the torch here. And it's also something where we as architects need to kind of like personally grow and personally change ourselves as well. So that's why I love to make those sessions. I think we have also the need to learn more, grow more, be it through conferences, be it through listening to an interview conversation like Eva and I are having here. If you like today's sessions or want to know more, we also do have recordings on our Lean 42 Academy. Most of the material there is for free. We have like some past conferences you can like look into as well. And looking forward to see you and all the listeners, hopefully, in our conference in July in Munich. Thank you so much, Eva.
Yeah, thank you, Carsten. It was my pleasure to be here.